Hello everyone, my name is Royston Alvares and I am from A2E Mentorship Program. In this video, I'll be teaching you about cookies, local storage, and session storage. Let's get started. Let me start by giving you some basic information about cookies, local storage, and session storage. All three are stored in the browser. When they are saved in one browser, they will not be available in another browser. For example, if you have stored a cookie or a session in Google Chrome, it will not be available in Firefox. It is browser independent. Users do not share cookies and local storage between them. So if you set local storage for a certain user, none of the user of that site will be able to see that information because it is stored on that user's computer only and nowhere else. Now let's talk about the difference between them. There are two kind of categories here. The first one we can say local storage and session storage, which are very similar in how they interact and they are only different in few instances. While cookies are different than the other two. So when it comes to the capacity, cookies can only store up to 4 kilobytes, whereas local storage and session storage can store up to 10 megabits and 5 megabits respectively. When it comes to the access, cookies and local storage are available on any window inside the browser. So if you open Google on a browser and open a new tab for the same website, the cookie or local storage will be available for that tab as well. But when it comes to session storage, it is available on one particular tab. So if you open a new tab for a same website, that session will not be available on that tab. Also, when you close the tab or a browser, the session gets expired. That's why it is called session storage. When it comes to cookies and local storage, even if you close the tab or the browser, the data will be saved. And when you open the browser next time, you will be able to see the same data available in that particular website. When it comes to expiration, session storage is only for one browsing session. It is removed as soon as the tab is closed, which I just mentioned. And when it comes to local storage will store the data forever until the user deletes it or you delete it inside your code if you put any code to delete that particular storage. When it comes to the storage location, cookies, while they are stored in the browser, they are sent to the server every time a user requests something from their server. So it's always better to use local storage or session storage unless you need to send something to the server. Okay, so now let's look at few examples of cookies, local storage, and session storage. So if you can see my screen here, I've opened Visual Studio Code and also the console of the same application on Google Chrome. So whenever you want to view something like local storage, cookies, or session, you'll have to come to this part, application. In application, you can find here there is local storage, there is session storage, and cookies. So this is how you view the information. Okay, so as of now, you can see there is nothing in all these three: local storage, session storage, and cookies. Okay, so let's start with cookies first. The only way of interacting with cookies is document dot cookie. Okay, so this is how you interact with the cookie. Let's see how to create a new cookie. So you start by typing document dot cookie equals to name and give a particular name. For example, I'll just give ABC as the name here. Okay, so if you can see enough here, for name I've given name and value is ABC. So this is how a cookie is stored. And if you see here, there are certain other things like domain, which is the local domain, path, which can be set, and expiration. Let me just drag it to this side. It is showing session because we have not set any particular expiration date for this. So if you want to set the expiration date, we'll have to put a semicolon after the name here. Then we have to type expires equal to. So if you want to set any date, you will have to add a UTC string of that particular date. So for example, if I want this cookie to expire on 1st of December 2024, that is this year, I'll need to add the UTC string. So to do this, we have a function called new date, And inside this, we pass the year first, that is 2024. Then comes the index, that is 11. Because the month is 12 for December, we take the index as 11, and then comes the date. So this means, sorry, 1. So this means the session is gonna expire on 1st of December 2024. So if you see here, that's it, 2024 12/01. So this is how you set the expiration date for a cookie. So if you want to create more cookies, we can just repeat the same step again. Okay, so document, if I put XYZ here now, it will override the name, whatever is available. So the value will be overridden here. So it is always better to give a different name. So I can say name 1. So if I do that, now you see there is name ABC, name 1 XYZ. So this is how you create more cookies. And if you want to view all the cookies, there is no better way, but by typing document.cookie, you can view all the cookies. So console.log document.cookie. Okay. So if you were inside the console, see here, name equal to ABC, name 1 equal to XYZ. So this is how you create cookies and display them. All right. So now let's move on to the next part, that is local storage. Right. Let me just comment this out. Okay. So local storage and session storage, they are almost similar. So you can use same methods to create and view them. So when it comes to creating a new local storage, you'll have to type local storage dot. See, if you put a dot here, you get different options. There is clear, which will clear all the data. When it comes to get item, you will be able to view whatever data is available in that particular storage. Then comes remove item, where you can remove that particular item from the data, and set item. So set item is to add new data to the local storage. Let's start by using set item. This takes in two parameters, that is a key and value. So both key and value must be in string format. So if you see here, it is showing set item expected key string and value also as string. So let's give same thing again. Let's give it a name as key, and now it is expecting a value. So in value we can type ABC, right? So we have already added the data name ABC as key value pairs. Let's check it out. Application. We come to local storage. See here. There is name inside key and value as ABC. So we have already stored name as ABC inside the local storage. Now, to view the content or to get the content, you have local storage dot get item. Again, when it comes, it only expects key because you don't have to pass an value here, only the key is required. So if I pass the name, it will display the data of ABC inside the console. Okay, so forgot to do console log for this. To view the data, you'll have to view it using console log. Console.log. Right? So if you see here, you can see this ABC right now. All right. So if you want to add one more, same step again, local storage dot set item. Now, if you write again same key as name and give a different name to it, it is, if I put XYZ here, it will update the current uh, name. That is, first we had set name to ABC. Then when we write the same key name again, it will update this ABC into XYZ. So if you look into the storage here, you can see that it is updated to XYZ. So if you want to update any values, this is how you can do. But I want two different values. So again, I'll put key as name 1. So now if you see name ABC and name 1 as XYZ. This is how you add data to local storage. Now let's see how we can remove the particular data. So if you want to remove a particular value, we just have to type local storage dot remove item, and again just pass in the key. So if I want to delete name, which is ABC, I'll just put name here, and that will be removed. So if you see here, now it's gone. Okay, only name one XYZ is present inside the console. So this is how we remove a particular item from the local storage. So as of now, I'll just add back that ABC again. I'll just comment this line. Okay, so if you see, both are back. So we have two values, that is ABC and XYZ. I'll just comment out this first line, that is name ABC. Okay, but still, if even if I refresh here, you can see that it is still present in the local storage because it stores permanently until and unless you remove it particularly in this way, local storage dot remove item. So whenever you add any particular data, now even if I comment out this line XYZ, you can still see here that it is not getting deleted. This is how you perform the operations on local storage. Now let me get this line back again just to show you that. See, if I remove the item, it is gone. All right. Working on session storage is also similar. Okay. So let's start with session storage. It is same as how we created local storage. So session storage dot set item. So again, it is expecting same thing, key value pair. So let's give it a name, comma. Now it is also expecting a value. So again, I'll just give ABC. All right. So to view this, come to session storage, and here you can see that name is available, name ABC. Okay. So if I want to add one more, session storage dot set item, name one XYZ. Sorry, string XYZ. Alright. So you can see both name one and name are created, ABC and XYZ. Okay, so what do you think will happen if I comment the first line and close this particular tab? Okay, so I'll close this project and let me restart it once again. Okay, so now if I inspect this application session storage, you can see that only XYZ is present, because in session storage, whenever you close that particular tab, whatever data was there in that, it will get removed. The reason you're seeing XYZ here is because it is still there in my code. I've not commented out that particular line here. Okay, so if you see here, the XYZ, I've not commented it out, so it is still showing because the code is running again and it is being stored in the session storage. But when it comes to ABC, it is deleted because that session expired and now it is not having that particular value here. So if you check the local storage again, I closed the project and opened it again. So if you see local storage earlier where I had saved ABC and XYZ, that is these two lines here. Okay, it is still present even after commenting out and even after restarting the project, because that's how the data gets stored permanently in local storage. But when it comes to session storage, the data will get removed once you close the tab. Okay, so to view the particular data again, okay, let me get this line back. Right. So to view the data, console.log session storage dot get item of, again is expecting a key. Now let's just give name one to it. And if you see the console, you can see XYZ here from this name one key. All right. Also to remove the data, it is same like local storage, session storage dot remove item of key. Let's give name for it. So now if I check application, so if you can see here session storage, Only XYZ is present because I removed the key name which had the value of ABC. Okay, so this is how you remove an item. And if you want to clear everything from that particular session or local storage, for both it is same. So if I perform session storage dot clear, okay, if you see here, all the data it's deleted. Okay, so let me comment this out and show it to you once again. Let me also comment this out. Okay, so if you see now, name and name one is present with the values ABC and XYZ. Now if I run this line, session storage dot clear, both are deleted. Okay, both are removed from the session storage. So in case of local storage, also it is the same thing. If you want to run delete this data, you can just run local storage dot clear, and this is gonna clear all the data. So if you see here, the data is cleared. So even if I comment it, it is not gonna come back because I'm not adding it anyway. So I'll have to uncomment these lines again in order to get that data back. Okay, so now if you see this, and if I run local storage dot clear, okay, the values are deleted. If I remove that, the values are back again. So this is how you perform operations on local storage and session storage. They're almost similar, but the only difference is local storage will get stored permanently, but session storage, the data will be removed as soon as you close the tab or the browser. Okay. So this was about cookies, local storage, and session storage. Hope you guys liked the video. Thank you for watching.